What's up, everyone? Dr. JT here to talk about if you have neck pain and you're also a swimmer, okay? Whether that's swimming recreationally or if you're really competing, trying to do some of these events like triathlons or long swim events. So two things we're going to address here are going to be your neck rotation as well as your thoracic or mid-spine rotation here. I'm going to show you a couple of exercises on how to improve that and also how to improve some of the strength in the front of the neck muscles. Okay? All right, so the first thing that we're going to address are going to be releasing some of the tension in our neck muscles. Everyone's got some tension up in their upper trap muscles. We all know that muscle that at the end of the day gets sore and gets tight. So what we're going to try and do first is basically having one hand down by your side or holding on to the edge of a chair or a table, and you're going to try and pull one side, so if we're talking this side here, towards the same side shoulder. And you should feel a little stretch going down the opposite side of your neck. You're going to hold that for about 30 seconds. And then after that, you're going to turn as if you've got your nose pointed towards the corner of your shoulder or your armpit. And then you're going to pull down, sniff the armpit, I like to say. Make sure you smell good. Same idea, 30-second hold, and you're going to come up. Okay? That's stretch number one. We're going to do that 3 times for both sides. And a really important part about this is when we're swimming, we want to make sure that we have the same amount of rotation and same amount of range of motion on both sides. So if you find that you find yourself constantly breathing out of one side when you're swimming, it's very important to make sure that you're stretching the opposite side as well so that you have adequate range of motion. Okay? It's me again. We're addressing number 2 in the books, our thoracic rotation, that mid-back, mid-spine rotation, okay? So we're going to get set up into an open book position. There's plenty of ways that you can set up your legs. I think the easiest way to remember, because sometimes people get confused, what leg goes down? Easiest way to remember is just stack both of them on top of each other. You're going to have your one arm nice and straight out in front of you, and you're going to basically try to open yourself to the other side, okay? As we're doing this, I want you to follow your hand with your head, meaning as your hand is going over to the other side, you're going to rotate your neck to that side. Our neck vertebrae sit on top of our mid-back vertebrae. So if we can address both parts of the rotation during that motion, you're going to get more bang for your buck. Make sure you do the other side. We're going to do about 10 to 15 per side. Great. All right. We just opened up some range of motion for our neck and our mid-back. We're going to address on some activation for the front of the neck muscles, what we like to call the deep neck muscles. The way we're going to do this is we're going to lay down on our back. We're going to perform what's called a chin tuck first. So that chin is going to be tucked. Everyone hates to hear this, but imagine you're trying to make a double chin. So double chin, you're going to maintain that double chin, and you're going to lift your head up and hold there. Usually 10 seconds is a good enough amount of time. After 10 seconds, we rest. We're going to repeat that 3 times. So a total of 3 reps, holding for 10 seconds, and then you're going to add rotation to it. So we go here, that chin tuck is held, we're lifting, we're going to rotate, and now you are activating JT's favorite muscle, the sternocleidomastoid. Okay? We hold 10 seconds, and then, of course, we rotate to the other side. By the end of those 3 rounds, where you do 3 sets just going forwards, and then you do 3 rounds of 10 seconds going side to side, your neck should be on fire, and that is a good thing because we want those muscles to be activated right before or even right after if we're trying to strengthen for swimming. Okay? Meet me for number 4 after this. All right, for many of you who have been Iron Health fans and have seen a lot of our videos, this should look familiar. Okay, we've got a double set of bands, and what we're going to do is what's called an angel. So arms are going to be straight out in front. I like to give myself a little bit of that chin tuck that we just had before, and we're basically pulling and externally rotating our hands and arms over here. Okay, imagining as if you're trying to make a field goal as the end position. Where this becomes important is for a couple of reasons. Number 1, we're helping to strengthen some of those upper back muscles that engage the shoulder blades. Super important for your rotator cuff and the rhomboids, and even some of the trap muscles that help to support your neck and your shoulders. Number two, we essentially live in this internal rotation moment here. And when you're swimming, you're pulling into internal rotation. So it's equally as important to help with strengthening external rotation, just so you're making sure that those muscles are getting activated and helping to support the overall shoulder health and neck health. It is also important to be doing exercises that will address internal rotation, but if you're in pain, many times it's about trying to help activate the muscles that do the opposite motion first before addressing the motions that you are using in the motion. Okay? I hope this all helps. As always, if there's questions, reach out to us on our socials and give us a call for the clinic and schedule that free PA.